In the rough-and-tumble streets of Brooklyn in the late 19th century, two immigrant brothers began a journey that would permanently change the face of transportation and industry. The Mack brothers, John and Augustus, were sons of German immigrants who understood early on the value of hard work and relentless determination. Financial hardship and the tough urban environment forged a spirit in them that was unyielding. This chapter tells the story of their humble origins, their fierce ambition, and how they came to create a truck so tough it was christened the Bulldog in the muddy trenches of World War I. The Mack brothers' early life was anything but glamorous. Their family struggled to make ends meet, living in cramped quarters in Brooklyn's working-class neighborhoods. Yet, even in this environment of scarcity, the brothers showed a remarkable knack for mechanical work. They absorbed the industrial spirit of the age, an era when steam engines and the first automobiles were replacing horses and carriages. For them, the spark to build tough, reliable vehicles was ignited by necessity and the desire for independence. By the closing years of the 19th century, the brothers had established their own company, initially focused on repairing and building horse-drawn wagons and early trucks. This was not an easy business. Competition was fierce, and technological innovation was rapid but unpredictable. They faced setbacks, financial struggles, and engineering challenges that would have discouraged lesser men. But the Mack brothers possessed a vision and a dogged refusal to fail. As John Mack famously said later, "If it isn't tough enough to earn the Bulldog name, it isn't a Mack." What exactly earned the Mack Trucks this iconic nickname? The answer lies in World War I, where Allied forces faced grueling conditions in the trenches of France. Reliable transportation was scarce, yet essential for moving troops, supplies, and artillery across unforgiving terrain. Mack Trucks proved their mettle repeatedly, their durability and power earning admiration from soldiers and commanders alike. The Bulldog nickname was not official marketing but a badge of honor bestowed by those who saw these trucks claw through mud and rubble day after day without fail. This was no small feat to comprehend the level of toughness and reliability required. Consider that many conventional vehicles failed to operate in such conditions, often breaking down or becoming stuck, jeopardizing entire operations. Mack Trucks, on the other hand, were designed and built to endure the worst with the least downtime. Technological innovations like robust steel frames, powerful engines, and redundant systems made all the difference. The Bulldog hood ornament, introduced during this time, symbolized strength and tenacity, qualities that quickly became synonymous with the brand. It's important to understand that the brothers' success was not accidental. They undertook continuous improvements, learning through trial and error. They built trucks that were not only robust but also adaptable, tailored to various demands, from urban deliveries to brutal war zones. This willingness to innovate while holding to core values of strength and resilience set Mack apart. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever seen a Mack truck in action or heard the story of the Bulldog? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Wherever in the world you're watching from, your experiences bring this history alive. As we chronicle this epic journey, you'll discover that the story was not without its lows and setbacks. Yet these obstacles only serve to make Mack's rise more dramatic and inspiring, a true testament to perseverance mastery. Alongside the iron will of the Mack brothers was their commitment to quality and craftsmanship. Early on, they established a reputation for building trucks that could handle heavy loads and harsh conditions without faltering. This reputation helped the company expand beyond Brooklyn, setting the foundation for national and ultimately global reach. As the chapter unfolds, you'll hear about early models, the breakthroughs in engineering, and the business struggles behind the scenes. A little spoiler, those early designs laid the groundwork for the legendary Mack trucks that would not only win wars, but also transform civilian transportation. Through stories of innovation, setbacks, and sheer grit, this chapter paints a vivid picture of how two brothers from humble origins built a legacy so durable that Bulldog is still a symbol of strength and dependability today. Stay with us as we continue this journey through the world of Mack Trucks. A story of vision, engineering brilliance, and an indomitable will that helped change the world. Don't forget to subscribe to Motor Chronicles for more captivating stories from the giants who shaped modern industry. Now, let's move forward and uncover how these early years set the stage for unparalleled success. The tumultuous years of the early 20th century saw the world plunged into conflict on an unprecedented scale. It was during these tumultuous times that Mack Trucks cemented its place not just as a manufacturer but as an indispensable contributor to global warfare efforts. This chapter explores how the Mack brothers' indomitable machines earned their reputation in the harshest of battlefields, forever changing military logistics and leaving an indelible mark on history. World War I was the proving ground that transformed Mack from a promising industrial enterprise into a legendary war machine producer. The muddy, cratered trenches of the Western Front posed a challenge that few vehicles could survive. Tank tracks and horse-drawn wagons were often inadequate for ferrying men and material through the quagmire. Yet, Mack Trucks, with their robust design and unwavering reliability, emerged as heroes of the supply lines. Soldiers affectionately dubbed these trucks Bulldogs, a name inspired by their tenacity and unyielding spirit in the face of the brutal conditions. This nickname also reflected the proud Bulldog hood ornament introduced during this era, which became a symbol of resilience. The Bulldog was not just a logo, it was a promise that the machine could tackle the impossible. The design philosophy behind these trucks blended practicality with raw power. Powerful gasoline engines, reinforced chassis, and rugged tires combined to create vehicles capable of hauling heavy loads over rough terrain. The Mack brothers' insistence on quality meant every truck was built to endure the punishment of war without faltering. Behind the scenes, the company ramped up production, meeting the urgent demands of the military. The factory floors echoed with the sounds of assembling parts, welding steel, and testing engines day and night. This surge in manufacturing not only aided the war effort but also positioned Mack as an industrial titan poised for post-war expansion. However, the path was not without obstacles. The brothers had to navigate supply chain challenges, labor shortages, and the pressures of wartime innovation. Each challenge was met with the same resolve that defined their journey from Brooklyn streets to the battlefields of Europe. The impact of Mack Trucks extended beyond mere logistics. They redefined military mobility, enabling rapid troop movements and consistent supply deliveries that were critical to operational success. The Allied forces, equipped with these trucks, could maintain supply lines where others faltered. After World War I, the reputation garnered in battle provided Mack with a formidable marketing advantage, propelling them into the burgeoning civilian market. Yet the war's stark lessons continued to influence their design ethos and corporate culture. Reliability and durability were not just sales points. They were embedded in the company's DNA. This chapter also delves into personal accounts from veterans and engineers that highlight the profound relationship between men and machines during the war. Stories of trucks that refused to quit, rescuing troops from dire situations, and engineers working tirelessly to refine designs offer a gripping insight into the human side of this industrial saga. As the chapter closes, reflect on the extraordinary journey from a Brooklyn workshop to muddy European trenches, where Mack Trucks, weather-beaten and unstoppable, earned their place in history. This legacy of resilience and innovation would set the stage for even greater challenges and triumphs in the decades to come. Before we continue, a quick invitation. If you've been fascinated by the Bulldog's journey so far, tell us in the comments how you think machinery shapes the outcome of wars. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe to Motor Chronicles to keep riding along this incredible industrial saga. Your input fuels the story, so don't be shy. The next chapters will reveal how Mack Trucks not only survived wartime chaos but emerged stronger, pioneering engineering feats that would define the future of transportation, both military and civilian. Get ready for an epic ride through innovation, rivalry, and the relentless spirit that powered one of the world's most iconic truck manufacturers. The story of Mack Trucks is not solely one of resilience in the face of adversity, but also of dogged innovation that transformed the face of heavy machinery forever. In this chapter, we delve into the mechanical breakthroughs and bold engineering decisions that allowed the Mack brothers to build trucks capable of challenging and outlasting every obstacle. Their journey was not a smooth path of linear improvement, but a relentless battle with technology, design limitations, and the demands of a rapidly modernizing world. In the years following their initial successes, the Mack brothers understood that to survive and thrive, they needed to out-engineer their competitors. This meant going beyond just building strong trucks and diving deep into what made a vehicle truly behave under pressure. One of their earliest innovations was the development of robust chassis designs that could withstand punishing loads without warping or breaking. This seemingly simple focus grew into pioneering structural engineering, establishing Mack as a company obsessed with toughness. The Mack brothers were meticulous about their engines. At a time when power and fuel efficiency were limited by early technology, they experimented tirelessly with engine designs, seeking a balance that could deliver reliability in harsh conditions. The result was a series of powerful gasoline engines that not only gave the trucks horsepower but also remarkable endurance. Their commitment extended to adopting new concepts like the vanadium steel alloy, enhancing component strength and extending engine life. But innovation at Mack was not just about physical strength. They invested in improving the mechanical systems, the drivetrains, suspensions, and braking systems, crafting a vehicle that was not only hard but smart in its performance. Engineers developed advanced braking technologies to handle heavy loads safely, a critical advancement given the treacherous terrains and heavy cargoes their machines often carried. Innovations also emerged in operator comfort and usability. While it might seem minor compared to engines and chassis, the Mack brothers understood that a clear focus on user experience translated into better operation and fewer accidents. Their trucks featured improved cab designs, enhancing visibility and controllability. This human-centric approach created machines that operators trusted and preferred, further elevating Mack's reputation. Innovation was spurred by necessity during World War I but continued relentlessly in peacetime. Mack fortified its research and development departments, hiring expert engineers and relentlessly testing prototypes. This drive ensured that their trucks continually adapted to the demands of industry, from mining and construction to city deliveries. The company also mastered manufacturing processes that supported these innovations. Techniques like standardized parts and assembly line improvements allowed them to produce better machines consistently and efficiently, reducing costs and increasing accessibility without sacrificing quality. This blend of innovation and manufacturing prowess elevated Mack above its peers. An important theme throughout this period was the brothers' willingness to learn from failure. Early prototypes didn't always meet expectations, and some designs had to be scrapped or refined multiple times. But rather than being deterred, the Mack brothers embraced these challenges, seeing each setback as a stepping stone to a better machine. Their resilience was a wellspring of creativity. The ripple effect of their engineering excellence extended beyond Mack. They set new standards that competitors had to chase, driving the entire heavy machinery industry towards greater durability and reliability. Their innovations became benchmarks, influencing truck designs for decades to come. Consider also the strategic decisions surrounding patents and proprietary technologies. The Mack brothers were savvy in guarding their innovations, protecting their intellectual property to maintain a competitive edge. They balanced secrecy with collaboration, sharing enough to advance the industry while preserving their unique advantages. This technical mastery was not confined to engineering alone. The Mack leadership understood the importance of integrating innovation into their business model effectively. They managed supply chains rigorously, ensuring that high-quality materials and components supported their designs. The consistent quality that customers relied on was the direct outcome of this tightly woven network of innovation and supply. Before venturing forward, a quick engagement. As you grasp the depth of engineering behind these legendary trucks, share in the comments what engineering feats impress you most, or if you've ever operated or seen a Mack truck in action. Your insights keep this story lively. In this chapter, the tale of innovation under pressure reveals itself not as isolated events, but as a continuous push for perfection, fueled by ambition and necessity. Each system was challenged and reimagined to create a machine that could withstand the unrelenting demands of industrialization and war. As we proceed in the following chapters, the Mack brothers' legacy of engineering greatness not only paves the way for post-war expansion but also frames the next great contests in corporate rivalry and technological evolution. The Bulldog spirit they instilled continues to bite deep in the industry's heart, inspiring innovation and excellence worldwide. The road to success for the Mack brothers was anything but smooth. Despite their engineering prowess and wartime achievements, the company faced a series of daunting challenges, both technical and financial, that tested their resolve and threatened their future. This chapter examines the turbulent years marked by fierce competition, economic downturns, and bold decisions that ultimately shaped the company's destiny. The years following World War I saw increased demand for heavy machinery as industries expanded rapidly. However, this period was also riddled with economic instability. The Great Depression in the early 1930s struck a devastating blow to many American businesses, including Mack Trucks. Reduced orders, financial strain, and market uncertainty confronted the company with survival challenges that demanded ruthless management and ingenuity. During this era, the Mack brothers made difficult choices to keep the company afloat. They tightened production, focused on their most reliable and profitable models, and optimized manufacturing processes to reduce costs without sacrificing quality. These strategies not only preserved the company but set a foundation for resilience in the decades to come. Simultaneously, technological challenges piled up. Competitors were advancing rapidly, introducing new engine types, transmissions, and other innovations. Mack needed to keep pace to remain relevant. This pressure drove the company's engineers to explore new solutions, such as improving diesel engines and experimenting with novel materials, including the notable use of vanadium steel to enhance durability. Perhaps one of the most striking battles was internal, a balancing act between innovation and tradition. The brothers were reluctant to abandon proven designs for untested technologies, leading to tensions between conservative and progressive factions within the company. This conflict echoed through boardrooms and workshops, reflecting a broader dilemma faced by many industrial pioneers of that era. Amid these internal struggles, Mack faced fierce external competition. Rival companies, both domestic and foreign, aggressively pursued market share. Some adopted more daring technologies or slashed prices, challenging Mack's premium positioning. The market was unforgiving, and every misstep carried heavy consequences. Despite these hurdles, Mack Trucks found ways to innovate incrementally, often re-engineering existing models to improve performance without overhauling designs entirely. This approach allowed continuous improvement while managing risks. The company introduced models with better suspension systems, stronger frames, and improved fuel efficiency, maintaining their reputation for reliability. Financially, the company navigated through debts and capital shortages by seeking new investments and sometimes refinancing debts with extended terms. The Mack family's personal fortunes were often tied to the company's health, underscoring the deeply personal of these struggles. Yet, through sheer tenacity, the company endured. World War II brought another opportunity but also a renewed level of challenge. Mack Trucks once again contributed heavily to the war effort, supplying robust vehicles for military use. However, adapting to new military specifications and managing the scale of wartime production required further innovation and organizational upgrades. Post-war, Mack faced the task of transitioning back to civilian markets amidst a landscape transformed by technological advances and shifting customer expectations. This post-war period was a crucible for the company, requiring reinvention again to seize new opportunities and fend off emerging competitors. Throughout these decades, the Mack brothers maintained a personal commitment to craftsmanship and quality that resonated through every department. Anecdotes from factory workers speak of the brothers' hands-on involvement, inspecting production lines, and encouraging innovations. This human aspect contributed greatly to employee loyalty and product excellence. Reflecting on this turbulent period, one sees a portrait of a company forged in adversity, battle-tested not only on the front lines of war, but in the competitive arenas of business and technology. Each challenge was met with a blend of courage, pragmatism, and visionary thinking. Before progressing, let me ask, considering the resilience demonstrated by the Mack brothers and their company, how do you think businesses today can learn from their example? Share your insights and stories in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to Motor Chronicles for more inspiring industry tales. As we conclude this chapter, it becomes clear that the crucible of trials and triumphs defined Mack Trucks far beyond their engineering. These battles shaped a corporate culture and legacy that embodied grit and innovation. The Bulldog's teeth were sharpened not just by design but by struggle. Up next, we will explore the cultural and branding force behind the Bulldog mascot and how Mack Trucks became synonymous with toughness and reliability in the minds of millions worldwide. Stay tuned for this captivating chapter in the saga of one of the world's most enduring truck manufacturers. In the world of heavy machinery, few symbols convey as much grit, resilience, and toughness as the iconic Mack Bulldog. This emblem has transcended mere branding to become a powerful cultural icon, representing the very essence of Mack Trucks and the spirit of American industry. This chapter explores how the Bulldog mascot emerged, developed, and became an enduring symbol of strength and reliability that resonates worldwide. The story begins in the aftermath of World War I, when the indomitable toughness of Mack Trucks earned them the affectionate nickname Bulldogs among the Allied troops. These machines were relentless on the battlefield, much like the tenacious of the Bulldog dog breed, a stubborn, strong, and courageous animal admired for its loyalty and determination. Recognizing the cultural power of this association, the Mack company embraced the Bulldog image, incorporating it into their vehicles as a prominent hood ornament. This mascot was more than just a decorative accessory. It became a visual shorthand for Mack's core values. Drivers took pride in this symbol, often developing a personal affinity for the Bulldog figure as a talisman-like presence while navigating harsh roads and heavy loads. The image was so powerful that it transcended the trucking industry, appearing in popular culture and becoming synonymous with durability and toughness. The adoption of the Bulldog also reflected Mack's savvy understanding of branding long before modern marketing techniques took hold. They crafted a narrative around the mascot, embedding stories of heroic performance and relentless perseverance in company literature, advertisements, and employee culture. This narrative resonated deeply during the tough economic times of the Great Depression and World War II, when reliability was more critical than ever. Behind the scenes, the design of the Bulldog ornament underwent evolutions, reflecting shifts in aesthetic preferences and manufacturing technologies. Yet, the essential character of the Bulldog, unyielding and brave, remained steadfast. The company ensured that every truck leaving the factory embodied the spirit, reinforced by rigorous quality controls and continual technological innovation. The Bulldog's cultural impact extended beyond the company itself. It became a symbol of working-class pride and the enduring American spirit. Mack truck drivers, many of whom faced grueling conditions, embraced the Bulldog as a badge of honor, fostering a sense of community and identity. This phenomenon contributed to the enduring loyalty that has characterized Mack's customer base through generations. Internationally, the Bulldog symbolized American industrial might and the soft power of cultural branding. As Mack Trucks rolled into foreign markets, The Bulldog hood ornament was often the first thing people noticed, a testament to the brand's reputation before the trucks even started their engines. This gave Mack a competitive advantage in markets where American manufacturing was both respected and aspirational. It's important to note the ironic contrast between the humble and rugged origins of the symbol and its elevation to a cultural icon. The Bulldog, with its rough exterior yet loyal heart, perfectly encapsulated the Mack story, born of hard work and hardship but aspiring to greatness. As the chapter progresses, stories from drivers, engineers, and marketers illustrate how the Bulldog mascot inspired not just pride but innovation. The mascot became a motivator within Mack's teams, encouraging them to uphold the values it represented. This internal culture of pride and excellence translated into products known for their legendary durability. Before moving ahead, a quick engagement. Have you ever seen a Mack truck with the Bulldog ornament up close? What does it make you feel? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to Motor Chronicles to stay connected with the stories behind these industrial legends. In later chapters, we will see how this branding strength helped Mack navigate post-war expansion and global challenges, turning the Bulldog into a worldwide emblem of power and trust. This symbol's journey is a testament to the power of cultural identity in industrial success and a reminder that every machine carries a story beyond its metal and mechanics. As you absorb the legacy of the Bulldog, consider how symbols shape not only products but the people who build, drive, and depend on them. The Bulldog is more than an ornament. It is a legacy forged in the fires of history and driven by the relentless pursuit of excellence. The end of the Second World War marked a pivotal moment for Mack Trucks, a period brimming with opportunity yet riddled with challenges that would test the company's adaptability and vision. As the world shifted from the chaos of conflict to the promise of reconstruction, Mack seized the moment to expand and modernize, transforming from a wartime stalwart to a global industrial giant. In the aftermath of the war, infrastructure projects surged across the United States and beyond. Highways, bridges, and industrial complexes were in dire need of rebuilding and expansion. Mack Trucks, already familiar with the demands of wartime logistics, was uniquely positioned to capitalize on these projects. The company increased production capacity significantly, investing heavily in modern factories equipped to churn out trucks at an unprecedented scale. This expansion was not limited to production volume. Mack embraced technological modernization with a renewed vigor. They introduced new engine designs that were more powerful and fuel-efficient, recognizing that post-war customers demanded higher performance without sacrificing economy. Innovations included the development of diesel engines with improved reliability, which soon became the backbone of Mack's lineup. Furthermore, Mack adopted advanced manufacturing techniques such as improved assembly lines and quality control processes. These initiatives reduced production costs and enhanced vehicle consistency, increasing customer satisfaction and market competitiveness. The integration of standardized parts also simplified maintenance and repairs, a crucial factor for truck operators who depended on uptime. The company's leadership understood that global expansion was essential for long-term growth. They laid strategic plans to enter foreign markets aggressively. Mack Trucks began establishing international dealerships and service centers, ensuring that their growing global customer base would receive reliable support. This foresight helped Mack compete with emerging foreign manufacturers and strengthen its brand presence worldwide. However, the path to globalization did not come without obstacles. Foreign markets presented unique regulatory requirements, cultural differences, and logistical challenges. Mack's executives navigated these complexities, tailoring products and services to local needs where possible. For example, they adjusted truck specifications to cope with diverse climates and road conditions, thus broadening their appeal. During this era, Mack also faced intensified competition from both established peers and new entrants adopting innovative approaches and technologies. The company responded by enhancing its research and development efforts, focusing not only on mechanical performance but also on driver comfort and safety. Cab designs were improved for ergonomics and visibility, recognizing the importance of operator well-being in long-haul trucking. The post-war years also saw Mack responding to broader industry trends. As fuel costs fluctuated and environmental regulations began to emerge, the company invested in engines and systems that improved emissions and reduced consumption. This blend of performance, compliance, and efficiency underscored Mack's commitment to meeting evolving customer and regulatory demands. On the business front, Mack undertook mergers and acquisitions to complement its growth strategy. These moves expanded its portfolio, allowed access to new technologies, and broadened its manufacturing capabilities. The company's willingness to collaborate and evolve was a key component in maintaining its competitive edge across decades. Amid these sweeping changes, the core values instilled by the Mack brothers endured. Despite growing global scale, the company nurtured a culture of quality and pride in workmanship. Stories from employees of the mid-20th century highlight a workforce motivated by heritage and a commitment to producing trucks that lived up to the Bulldog legend. Before moving ahead, I invite you, reflect on how companies you know today face rapid change. How do you think Mack's strategies from these years resonate with modern businesses? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Motor Chronicles, where such historical lessons come alive in compelling stories. Looking forward, the post-war expansion not only fortified Mack's market position, but paved the way for future innovation and rivalry. The company's adaptability during these transformative years exemplifies the spirit required to navigate industry evolutions and global shifts. As the story unfolds, we shall witness how Mack Trucks balanced legacy and innovation in an increasingly competitive environment, setting the stage for battles over international dominance amid rapidly advancing technology. The Bulldog carried forward a legacy of strength, but it was the company's ability to modernize and strategize that kept it at the forefront of heavy machinery, rugged yet forward-looking in a fast-changing world. As the 20th century unfolded, Mack Trucks found itself navigating an increasingly complex global landscape. New competitors emerged, both domestic and international, challenging Mack's dominance and forcing the company to reconsider its strategies. This chapter explores these intensifying rivalries and the surprising collaborations that shaped the global heavy machinery market and Mack's place within it. The post-war boom attracted a fresh wave of entrants to the heavy truck industry. These new players brought innovative technologies, aggressive pricing models, and fresh ideas to the table, creating a dynamic and unpredictable market. Mack's long-standing reputation for durability and quality was challenged on multiple fronts as markets globalized and diversified. International competitors, particularly from Europe and Japan, introduced compact, efficient trucks that appealed to new market segments. These vehicles often featured cutting-edge technology and cost advantages, putting pressure on Mack's traditional offerings. The company had to adapt rapidly, balancing respect for its legacy with a willingness to innovate and evolve. One of the most profound challenges came from Japanese manufacturers who quickly established themselves with remarkable speed by leveraging efficiency, quality control, and affordability. Competitors like Hino and Isuzu gained significant market share, especially in commercial and municipal sectors, forcing Mack to rethink product design and pricing strategies. Mack responded by investing in research and development, enhancing its offerings to encompass a broader range of applications and emphasizing features like fuel efficiency, driver comfort, and advanced safety systems. This period saw the introduction of new models designed to meet the demands of modern logistics and urban transportation. Yet competition was not confined to direct rivals alone. Mack also faced shifting customer expectations shaped by rapid technological advancement and globalization. Buyers sought flexible solutions tailored to diverse environments, from sprawling cities to rugged rural areas. The company embraced these challenges by strengthening partnerships and collaborations. Strategic alliances became a key facet of Mack's approach. The company engaged in joint ventures for technology sharing and manufacturing efficiencies that allowed them to remain competitive on a global scale. These collaborations brought fresh perspectives and opened doors to new markets, illustrating the complex interplay between rivalry and partnership in global business. Notwithstanding the corporate battles, Mack never lost sight of its core values. Quality, durability, and customer service remained central pillars. This commitment helped maintain loyalty among traditional customers even as the market evolved rapidly around them. Global economic shifts further complicated the situation. Currency fluctuations, geopolitical tensions, and trade regulations added layers of uncertainty. Mack navigated these waters with a blend of pragmatic management and strategic foresight, often adapting quickly to new scenarios. An important aspect of this era was the growing emphasis on environmental considerations. As governments worldwide implemented stricter emissions standards, Mack had to innovate not only for performance but also sustainability. This meant integrating new technologies such as cleaner engines and alternative fuels, aligning with international efforts to reduce industrial pollution. Through it all, Mack's workforce and culture remained a backbone of resilience. Employees took pride in upholding the Mack legacy while embracing new challenges. Anecdotes from this period reflect a company balancing tradition with a forward-looking spirit. Before we move forward, a moment of engagement. How do you see competition shaping innovation today? Do you think collaboration is equally vital? Share your perspective in the comments. And remember to subscribe to Motor Chronicles if you want to explore more industrial stories as compelling as this. As this chapter closes, the narrative of facing new giants is not just a tale of struggle but also of adaptation and growth. Mack Trucks' ability to compete and collaborate in the global era is a testament to its enduring spirit. Looking ahead, the next chapter will focus on Mack's enduring legacy and its vision for the future, navigating the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead in an ever-changing world. The Bulldog's bark remains loud, and the journey is far from over. The story of Mack Trucks is far from a closed chapter in history. It is an evolving saga that continues to shape the modern landscape of heavy machinery. As we arrive at the present day, it is evident that the legacy forged through decades of innovation, resilience, and fierce competition remains alive and vital. This final chapter explores how Mack Trucks sustains its legendary status while looking boldly toward the future. Today, Mack Trucks stands as a symbol of durability, innovation, and trust. The brand is synonymous with rugged reliability, a reputation earned through relentless dedication to quality and performance. While the company honors its storied past, it is also deeply invested in the technological advancements that will define tomorrow's heavy-duty vehicles. From alternative fuel technologies to autonomous driving systems, Mack is actively shaping the future of transportation. Sustainability has become a cornerstone of Mack's strategy. Recognizing the global urgency to reduce emissions and environmental impact, the company has embarked on ambitious programs to develop electric and hybrid trucks. These vehicles promise to uphold Mack's renowned toughness while delivering green solutions compatible with shifting regulatory landscapes and customer priorities. Beyond innovation, Mack has maintained and expanded an extensive service network that supports customers worldwide. This dedication to after-sales service is a legacy of the Mack brothers' commitment to customer care, ensuring uptime and productivity remain high. In an industry where time is money, this network is a critical competitive advantage that fuels customer loyalty. The company also embraces globalization more fully than ever before. Collaborations, joint ventures, and strategic investments have broadened Mack's reach, allowing it to penetrate new markets and adapt to local needs. This global mindset is crucial in a world where supply chains are interconnected and customer demands vary widely. An interesting aspect of Mack's modern identity is its cultural significance among truck drivers and enthusiasts. The Bulldog symbol still adorns every vehicle and serves as a proud emblem of machismo, toughness, and American heritage. Events, clubs, and communities celebrating Mack Trucks keep the brand's human and emotional dimension alive. However, the road ahead is not without its challenges. The rapidly shifting technology landscape demands continuous innovation. Emerging competitors and new mobility paradigms compel Mack to constantly reinvent with agility. Economic uncertainties and geopolitical tensions add to the volatility, requiring keen strategic management. Through these challenges, the spirit that defined the Mack brothers' original vision remains a guiding light. The relentless pursuit of excellence and the Bulldog's unwavering tenacity are embedded in the company's DNA, ensuring that Mack Trucks will not only survive but thrive. Before concluding, a moment to reflect and engage. Where do you see the future of heavy trucking heading? How important is tradition versus disruptive innovation in your view? Share your insights in the comments and join the conversation. If you've enjoyed this journey, subscribe to Motor Chronicles for more deep dives into the industry titans that move our world. In closing, the saga of Mack Trucks is a testament to human ingenuity, endurance, and vision. From struggling immigrant brothers to industrial legends, their story embodies the timeless values that fuel progress. As we look to the horizon, the Bulldog's bark remains resolute, signaling a future where the legacy and innovation of Mack Trucks continue to drive civilization forward.